TV, ageno no odiochieng' mari obedo maber. Akaw thuolo nieri mar rwaki e chenro mar Duond Mine, kama kelo ni chenro nieri en Joyce Duond. Odiochieng' ma kawuono wan kod wende studio adamie thuolo mondo mi oful no nyinge kama owuoke gi tijno ero ma bende otimo e boma nieri ma Kisumu. Welcome to the show, Duond Mine. Maybe you can tell us your name, where you come from and what you do.
Asante sana. My name is Rosemary Shikari Obwoge. I come from Kisumu. I live in Kisumu and we work in Kisumu. I'm a mother of 2 and I am married. I work for Mamatoto CBES, that means Childbirth, Breastfeeding Educative Services. Yes.
I think you, Shikari, you said that you work for Mamatoto CBES. When did you start Mamatoto CBES and why? In that, it's a very good organization that supports the women in Kisumu and maybe in other parts of Kisumu County.
Yes. Mamatoto was formed in 2016 officially, although it has been there like from 2014 around there. But officially it was founded in 2016 and registered in 2016. We offer services to pregnant mothers and breastfeeding mothers because it's a journey that is not understood by so many people.
Yes.
And mothers will only reach to the gynecologists or midwives or healthcare providers only when they are in pain or when there is obvious, you know, my legs are swollen, my face is puffing, or I'm bleeding. But those other social aspects are not discussed.
Yes.
Either a mom would feel too tired or think it is normal to feel the way I'm feeling just because I'm pregnant. The cravings, we take them for granted and they're like, it's just like any other craving. Nasikia coke, nasikia kukunywa coke, nasikia kukula chips mwitu. And we do not know the impacts during pregnancy. And I stepped in the community to be able to guide the women on what to eat and how to eat it and what is it when you overeat something, you know? There are common odoa, you know? When is it too much and what can I do and what am I lacking? Because most of the times when women come to the health facilities, they do not talk about it. They do not talk about that. Na daktari, nakula odoa sana. Na daktari, nasikia nachukia mzee sana. Saki mzee niguze. Those things we do not talk about them. But they happen in the community where a woman does not want to see the husband throughout pregnancy. The conjugal rights, they are gone and dusted and forgotten about until baby comes, you know. So we tend to take it as normal, but what is it scientifically? So Mamatoto is there at the community level to give mothers the truth, the scientific-based truth, and definitely refer them as soon as possible to the healthcare workers.
As Mamatoto, where do you get the women that you help? Where do you get them from? Or you do door-to-door services?
Nice question. We are there on the ground, and most of the times you will get us in public hospitals, actually doing pro bonos, giving healthcare, health education in the morning at either maternity or newborn units or at the ANC clinic ya mama wajawazito. You'll find us there, and we do a lot in social media. And yeah, that is. And then the beautiful thing about a woman empowers another woman. So you do good and you empower a woman, she will refer another woman who could be a sister or a friend or a jirani to Mamatoto. So mostly it's by word of referral. Yes.
Shikari, right now in Kenya, since schools are closed, children are not going to school, there are a high number of teenager pregnancies.
Oh, yes.
As Mamatoto, what have you done to help the young mothers who are coming up?
Just that is a sensitive question because it's still very hot topic. And I am happy that a lot of organizations are coming up very strongly to discuss on prevention. But as Mamatoto, we believe ishafanyika, right? So what are we going to do as Mamatoto to be able to nurture these teenagers who are already pregnant? Because I am so sure they do not even understand their bodies. They are also in denial. They are like, oh my God, I let myself down. I let my parents down. What was I thinking about? I think I want an abortion. Where can I get abortion? Everybody else is talking about me. Their mental status is as well affected. Their parents as well. You know, when your daughter fails, you have failed as a parent. You know, the community has failed. So everybody has failed. as Mamatoto, we are planning now to nurture the young mothers. We at least will have a role to play and teach them the danger signs. They don't know, they just know a pregnancy is for 9 months, just because they taught in school, or they know, they just know, they just know it's 9 months. But what do they expect for these 9 months? Some will bleed at 7 months, and they think it is normal probably to miss your menses. Hapo katikati, you have your blood, and you're like, I think it's time to give birth, I think it's not time to give birth. They will have this kind of labor pain where they are not so sure. And remember, because they are feeling there's a communication and they are shying away from asking, they might even go to labor and they'll not say that, Mom, I am having some pain that I can't explain. My back is painful, my lower abdomen is painful. They will just stay calm and quiet. And probably, unfortunately, the urge to give birth, the urge of giving birth feels like going for a long call. Like that poop. Some of these children will go to the pit latrines that we commonly use, and they will push out babies. I mean, we are there as Mamatoto to be able to tell them, these are the danger signs. This is how it feels like. This is what you should eat. This is how you should carry out yourself. And when you experience this, please stop what you're doing and run to the facility. And definitely for their mental status and their parents as well. We are also working to have a plan to get them back to school, you know, affordable, because they will need to get a life. And education is key. So what will happen after they give birth? You know, we have to integrate them back to the community and plan for them to go back to school. What if they fall back to a pregnancy status once more? So we'll be there at least to support them and tell them, now it has already happened. This is what led it to happen. So what do we do to prevent? We are talking about family planning because these are mature minors. Yes, they are mature minors now. We talk about family planning, options, who to talk to, how to handle themselves, and such things.
You said that you deal with childbirth education. You get that the teenagers who are pregnant right now, their numbers are very high. But most of them don't know anything to do with the childbirth. So as Mamatoto, what are some of the childbirth education that you may like to tell those young women out there so that as they go through the journey of pregnancy, at least they know what to do and what not to do?
Awesome. I think the first thing that I really encourage all of us, not only for the pregnant teens, is to seek help. That's number one. Just seek help. Mamatoto will be there to give the childbirth education, but it's very good for them to start their antenatal clinic ya mama wajawazito. They are there, they are free in public hospitals, and they are affordable. And from there, the medics, the healthcare providers, they are able to tell a person who has a complicated kind of pregnancy and at least a normal. And these are just kids who have not fully developed, you know. Their chances of having complications are also as high. And also because of innocence. You know, some come to the clinic just because they think they have malaria. I have a headache and fever and poops, you do a pregnancy test. Sometimes even do a HIV test. And you're there to disclose, young girl, you have HIV, you are pregnant. It's too much for them to handle. So number one thing I'd say is let them seek for help.
Okay, thank you. Let's go for a short break and then we'll come back.
All right.
Ajera Malulu TV wabiro kauyo matin kaito biro duogo etelo marario mar chenro nieri mar gonmine kod chieng' makawuono wendo mabende wan godo en Shikari Obwoge mabende tiyo gi migaono ero kata migao mok mar piny owacho mar Mamatoto CBES maen manoero mar konyo mine kaachiel kod nyithindo matindo mabende pek mondo mi gidhi kindego eko man gidich giyud kony makare gidhi mabor. Machiegni kendo e tielo mar ariyo mar chenro nieri mar duond mine kod an Joyce Oduor. Ka wadhi mbele kod chenro machalo kamaendi, odiochieng' ma kawuono wan kod wende studio, kama bende wawuoye yore goeko mag konyo mine kaachiel kod nyithindo manyiri mapek mondo mi gidhi mbele kata kinde goeko ma gin gi ich e dweche 9 gine kaka ginyalo yudo kony makare mondo mi nyithindo ma ginyuolo obed makare kendo obed gi ngima maber. Welcome back to the second part of this show. As you were saying earlier, you deal with childbirth classes, education. So you said that the teenagers, any pregnant woman, the first step that she should take is going to the hospital to seek for medical help or support. Apart from that, what kind of childbirth education do you give to the pregnant women?
Well, thanks very much, Joyce. In Mamatoto, we also guide them on their nutrition. Because they are not, a pregnant woman just does not eat just to fill her tummy. It's supposed to be an all-round, diet. So, and then there are different needs according to an individual. We have people who need more iron. They all need a lot of iron, but we have those ones who need a lot of iron. If you're anemic, for example, at Mamatoto will help you and come up with common, affordable. Sometimes we tend to overlook what is available at the market and we want to reach high up, and yet we are just leaving something as good and as affordable as omena. Omena is so super healthy with calcium, because you've seen mothers who are breastfeeding, their hair breaks so much. And the community blames it on baby boys. Oh, ni mtoto kijana ananyonya sana. So that's why your hair is breaking. But it goes back to what did this mother eat right from pregnancy? Was there calcium, for example? I know that we have even calcium supplements on the shops, but we start with basics. Omena is just available at every doorstep, Can we just take the omena that will give us a lot of calcium before we even go to the supplements? It's nutrition value. It's affordable. It's just right there. So at Mamatoto, we help women, pregnant women, come up with their own menu right from their homes. We visit homes and we see what is right there. We do not come up with menu from our own, like from my own kitchen, because what I eat is not probably what you eat. What I afford is not what you will afford. You might afford better, or you might not afford. But there's something available at your kitchen, in your kitchen. So that is how we come up with menus that guide the nutrition value of these ladies.
Apart from the nutrition value, maybe any other thing that the pregnant women needs to know, because you find that during the 9 months of pregnancy, some people do have maybe, let's say they call it false labor. Is it right to go to the hospital, or someone should just sit back and wait?
Thank you. False labor. False labor comes. It is for those. Let me just explain what false labor. We call it false labor because it's not real. It does not bring forth a baby. The real labor is what brings a baby. So for every pregnant woman, it's good to know they don't have to get it right that this is false labor or this is labor itself. What to do is just go to the hospital. That is why the qualified are there. The healthcare providers will tell you it can be an infection. If you have a urine tract infection, it presents with kind of labor pain at the lower abdomen. You have this kind of pain that is very uncomfortable. At least when you go to the hospital, they will do a urine test and they will know if it is because of the UTI, or is it labor, or is it, the best thing for even when they have the children, they have already given birth. My encouragement is, you are a mom. Play the role of a mom. You don't have to be sure. Just suspect that, my baby, I can't feel the kicks. Today my baby is not playing as much. You don't have to be sure. Just go and seek for help. They will tell you, you are right. There's something wrong with your baby, or it's okay, mommy, everything is fine with your baby. So as a mom, we have that role of just suspect it. And that is exactly what we do for Mamatoto. We teach these women of what to see. The baby might be this way, baby might play, baby might overplay. What do you do? run to the hospital, you know. So we are just at the community level to empower women with this knowledge so that they do not assume and say, let me wait a little longer. I can't see blood, let me just wait. Until you see blood, it might be, nothing can be done probably by the time you are seeing blood, it's too late, you know. So we are there to give them the common education that every woman needs. It's a tool. Yes.
And other danger signs that maybe the teens or the mothers should know that maybe pregnancy should be termed at how many weeks, and what are the common number, the signs of labor that if she sees, she should run to the hospital, and maybe perhaps when to pack her bag to go. How many months or how many weeks should a pregnant woman pack their bags?
Yeah. I think, Joyce, you've asked 10 questions in one. Because when to pack, I have a bag, I have two kinds of bags. There's a bag that you should pack at least after 30 weeks. It should be ready because anything can happen. And there's a small bag every woman should walk around with that has a lasso, definitely your ID, NHIF or Linda Mom identity, all those identities, insurance cards, you know, a little cash definitely.
Yes.
And it should have a lasso, a pad, because anything can happen. Your waters might break anytime, even before 30 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, I think you've seen or you've read. And there's common things that we call miscarriages.
Yeah.
They can happen anytime. So it is very good to always walk around ready for anything. Even when you're not pregnant, you walk with a calesso, you'll save another woman. Yes, exactly. In the matatu, you know. So it's very good to walk with such, and a pair of surgical gloves. It's good when it is in your bag, because you might have something we call precipitated labor. It's labor that comes like, baby's here. You left your house, you didn't have any pain, all of a sudden, baby is here. So people would want to help you, but how would they help you without gloves? You know, they'll be hesitant, and people will be like, oh, baby, but nobody and a baby, because you don't have gloves. Just have a pair of two in your handbag, you know. But the other bag that contains a lot of baby stuff, baby shawl, you know, all those nice things, just get them ready at least by 30 weeks. And a term baby, that is a cake that has baked, nice brown. You see that beautiful cake? Anytime, at least 36 complete weeks, we can call it a term baby. But you see, as a mom, for you it doesn't matter if it's term or not. What matters is what sign have you seen for you to run to the hospital. Yes, some of these babies can be saved if you have the kind of preterm baby. Some cannot be saved, but there's something that can be done if you go to the hospital and that baby is put in the NICU. But if you wait for too long, time is never on anybody's side when it comes to emergencies and pregnancies. Yes. All right, the other question you asked is, what should they see? What are the danger signs? Most of the danger signs that we talk is bleeding. Bleeding in pregnancy, no matter if it's a drop or a lot, please no. Don't stay at home. Don't wait to see a lot. Just that one dot, just go to the healthcare provider. Number two, if you wake up with a puffy face, uso imefura, and if you have you know, like how husband and wife relate, and they compare, today you're so puffy, unanona sana. It's not kunona sana. There's just something happening, and mostly you wake up puffy in the morning. By around 10-11, it's gone, and you're like, what is happening? Let me wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for tomorrow. A puffy face, sometimes your ring at the finger is squashed. Your two fingers are so swollen. Please do not wait. Just go to the hospital. If you have severe headache, if you have blood visions is, it's cloudy. You just see cloudy kind of vision, you can't see far, you're dizzy, and you have a headache, either one or all of them, just stop whatever you are doing and go to the hospital. Yes. Any kind of pain at the abdomen, don't think it's any other stomachache. Don't feel the thing, start saying, what did I eat yesterday? do I have some food poisoning, what have I? No. Any kind of pain around your tummy is not a good sign. Just go to the hospital. Yes, just to mention but a few.
As we come to the end of this show, maybe you can tell us how can someone reach Mamatoto, maybe if she needs some help, maybe let's say the parents who have children, teenagers who are pregnant, how can they reach Mamatoto maybe for any kind of help, maybe be it childbirth, education, breastfeeding, or any other kind of support?
Awesome. At the moment we have an office in Mamboleo, just behind Posho, for the teenagers or for the mothers who have phones, they can just even Google, it's there. And meanwhile, a telephone number, that is 0724393402. They can just call or SMS or just send a message, and they can, so far those are the main two, or our social media handles. But we are planning very soon to integrate with most facilities, especially public. When that time comes, I will let you know.
And some people might be scared of contacting you or reaching out to Mamatoto, maybe with the mentality that maybe I'll be charged something, or is it free, or there's something that the mothers do pay?
Yes, that's a very good question. Yes, they pay, because it's also a way for us to make a living. However, we are still looking for partners, and probably this is an opening for anybody who would want to come on board and partner with us, so that we are able to reach especially the pregnant teenagers. We want to reach as many. We want to empower and impact. So yes, we are looking for partners so that we can just get outside there and serve these women. But yes, they do pay. Yes.
Thank you. Jaira Malulu TV de wagomba hinya bimbele ko twak machalo kamaendi, lakini samarwa manosemiwa aneno kamayo wango agikanye mwachope giko mare chenro mara duond mine mabende ne waikonia LTN otieno makawuono kod chieng' makawuono ne wan kod wende studio Manoeri Shikari Obwoge ma en CEO mar migao noero ma ok mar piny owacho mar Mamatoto CBES, kama bende otiego joma mine manigi ich e yore goeko maginyalo dak e yo makare mondo gine ni ginyuolo nyithindo mabeyo to be ngimagi obedo mabeyo kata tok bedo gi nyithindo goeko. Oriti masani nyaka warom kendo e chenro machielo makelo ni chenro nieri en Joyce Oduor.